Ooh. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Now, we're still in the middle of sorting out this maple timber. So I thought I'd just jump on this live field just to show you what we're doing now. Now, obviously, we're planed a load of it, but sadly, I got to take a load of nails out to carry on. We've got a nice stack of timber ready here. Obviously, I'm trying to get the moisture content down on that, so I'm air drying that. But in this video, all we're doing is removing all the nails out of this timber. Now, let's have a look how many we got. We've got quite a few in the bag here, but sadly, this bag of timber I've got left by here, obviously we got a load of nails in it, so I've got to get rid of them, so it's a bit of a painful job. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all these now. And sadly, where moisture have got into this timber, the nails have rusted and they're an absolute nightmare to pull out. So I'm just getting a clamp on the timber and then I can get these nails out then using these pincers. Some are nice to pull out, some are quite hard. But you know what? These nails have been in here for 50 years and they're still solid. There we go. So we're just going to get them out of this timber now and I can carry on planing this then. But it is some beautiful timber. This is some maple we've recycled. Those of you who's jumped on the previous lives know all about the wood. This is some we planed earlier, which I'm air drying at the moment. Trying to get the moisture content down on that. We're at about 7%, so I got a while to wait for that. But this is the timber we have. Like I've said, I don't know those of you who's just jumped on here. This timber I've recycled off a job. I've taken it all out. This is the driest parts of the timber. This is the part that wasn't rotted through. So we're going to try and rescue it. It's a bit cold in here. My clamps don't want to work. It's lovely in the house. It's just freezing in here. So I'm just trying to remove these nails now because I don't want to send any of this timber through my planer and have a nail sticking out and damage all the blades. It's not worth my while doing it then. But once I've removed all these, I'm happy to carry on then. Ooh, that was a beauty. Look at that. So I've just finished work. I've come straight in here. I'm jumping straight on this to get this all prepped out because I got to get this ready because I'm sick of planing this timber now. I want to get it out of my way so I can carry on with the rest of the project or just store it out of the way and I can get it all air drying then. I might run some heaters and make my own little kiln or something to get this timber dry. Good job. Thank you, A5. How are we? Nice for you jumping on the live. Now it might be a bit boring, but all we are doing here is we are getting all these nails out of this timber because we are recycling it. And I'm going to reuse it to make a board of some sort. We don't know what we're making yet. I'm not 100%. I've come up with a couple of ideas. And that's what I'm doing. Oof, it's so cold in here, they don't want to budge these. What's happening to that? Freezing. All I'm doing is getting these nails out of here. Oh, that's a tight one. Oof. Can you believe that? Look at what just happened here. All my timber I stacked up. Look, it's all fallen down. Can't make it up. Something always goes on a live, doesn't it? So I've got to restock all that later now and get that air drying. There's a bit of movement in my table. It's not strong enough for this sort of work. But I'm going to carry on and finish these off because the whole lot have just fallen over. But there, I don't know if you heard that on the live end. But I'll restock that later. and get that stacked back up. But this is a cruel job, this, but it's got to be done. We've got some odd nails here and there. I need to get rid of them, so I'm going to put that aside. And there's some pieces of out nails, which is nice. But we've got some staples, look. So we've got to remove them, get rid of them out of there. Pop them aside to there. See, we've got all nails in here. We can't go sending this through the plane. My pet puffin flew into the microwave and imploded. That is very sad to hear, Blam. Sorry for your loss. There we go. See, get rid of them. So we get all this sorted now. Bit of a painful job, but I'm going to get it done. Oh. I don't want to clamp that down on there because there's a nail poking right out of there, look. So let's get rid of this one. Phew, some of these old nails are fine. Pop them out of the way. I can't believe I just knocked all that over, but they're now shaking the table. Look at that. Hell of a mess, yeah. Right. Yeah, I got two in there. Oh, these are a nightmare. Don't need this after you just finished work, do you? This one doesn't want to come out. Don't mind if I remember that. There we go, got him. Pop him in there. Who's that on here? I like men. Yeah, you're just saying that for me to say it. Right, so Jaden said, I like men. My crocodile ate your imploded puffin. That is absolutely awesome. My fly ate the neighbour's dog. Thank you for that comment. I flew and hit a balloon and inhaled the helium. Lovely, Jaden. My cat ate my Windows 11. Lovely, Jaden. Hey, man, how's life? Right, dream in progress. Life is good. I've got a bit of a painful job to do by denailing this timber, but hey, oh, it is what it is. I'm going to get it done. It is not going to defeat me. We just crack on in this sort of game. Don't let it bother you too much. But I'm going to get these nails out of here and I can get all this planed up, man. What's that comment saying? Oh, that's the same one. Right, lovely. Let's crack on with this then. Oh, you bugger. Look at that. That was a nice one to get out. But there you go, look. See? The nails are in there. They're quite beastly nails. They stuck in nice, and this is the way the floor was fitted. See, it's a T&G. They tack a nail in right down there. So when you put your floor in, it's nailless, basically. It's no fixing on show, which is nice. I know you Americans fit your floors like that in America. This timber is from Canada, it says. But obviously we're in the UK here. We don't tend to have these sorts of floors. Not anymore, we don't anyway. I'm going to get a nice stack of this together now. I'm going to denail the lot. I'm going to get it out of my way. I don't want to be doing this. So when I got a nice stack and I can get this planed up, I can resort my pile of timber over there that we just knocked over in the live. Always something goes wrong on a live. And I'll get these denailed then. But this one's a bit of a beastie nail as well. She's rusted. It's an hell of a state, this one. There we go, we got him. Bit of patience. That piece out of there. Lovely stuff. But this stuff has ruined my bench. It's black. Look at the state of it. My hands are stinking dirty from it. So we'll just crack on and get it done. There's another nice piece. There's another nice piece of timber there. No nails in here, which is nice. What's that? But I'm just inspecting every piece, making sure I got nothing poking out, no nails, no screws, no nothing. Because I don't want to wreck my planer blades, obviously. That one I'm not going to use. It's got a nail there and it's snapped off in there, so that can go aside. There's another one with a nail. We'll get that out of there. Ooh, you bugger. Looks like this one's rusted through. I think she's going to go now. Nearly. Come on. Let's have you. There we go. Got him out. What does that say? Let's have a look. Let's jump back on the comment. Hey man, how's life? Ah, that will repurpose it. Yes, it will. Dream in progress. That's all we're trying to do. How did it end up in the UK? Well, now, have a little handheld metal detector. Yeah, that'd be helpful, wouldn't it? That'd save my planer blades getting damaged to check the stuff that goes through my planer. That's a good idea, that is. I think I might have to get myself one of them. If I find some more recycled timber I can get plain in that, I think I will buy a metal detector. That's quite handy, that is. Thank you, Dream in Progress. It does save a lot of hassle, mind, because like we said, if we got any tacks and nails or anything stuck in this timber, you're going to send that through your planer, damage your blades, you're 30, 40 quid down, just for the sake of a bit of wood that you want to try and plane. So, like I said, I don't want to damage my planer, so I'm going to inspect every single piece as much as I can. I will check it before I put it through the planer again. It's always worth another look. Obviously, you could miss something. But like I said, it's free timber, so I'm going to persevere with it. I'm going to see what I get out of it. And I'm hoping, and it's not going to take me months and months for the moisture to release from this timber, and then I can use it tidy on a board then. So yeah, just got to wait and see for that. Pop that around there. Just clamp that down nice. That's not too tight, but that will do. See if I can grab this now and pop it over here. There we go. That was a nice easy one. Nice for a change. So here's the nails they used to nail down. This floor's been down 50 years. I'm not 100% if they use a nail gun on these or what sort of machinery they used back 50 years ago. But I like stuff like this. I like to have a look at it. I like to see what sort of things they used, what sort of tools and machinery. You try and have a think what they had back then. They wouldn't have had a lot, but 50 years ago, you'd be surprised what it was about. They obviously used a circular saw 50 years ago. They might have even hand sawed this, we don't know. But I like that sort of stuff. Here's another nice one. See what we can get out of this. Oh, look at this one. This one looks quite rusted. I think it's going to snap. Let's just see if we can get him out. Try not to squeeze too hard. Come on. There we go. Got him out. Yeah, she's rusted through. Lovely. one seems nice and tough in here. This one's going to make my table wobble. Looks like we got him. Some beastly nails, these ones. Right. I meant, how did the timber end up in the UK all the way from Canada? All right. I don't know how it got there. What it was, I was on a job. It had suspended floors. This timber was down. Basically, moisture from underneath the suspended floor had rotted all the floors out in the property. But when ripping the floors up, I found that this timber was solid. It was in much better condition than the rest. It hadn't rotted through. Obviously, on the back of the timber, it says Canada flooring. And when I had a look at it, I started Googling and I had a look at it and I thought, that's beautiful wood, that. And I had a look at it and I found out it's maple. So I'm going to recycle it all. We're going to reuse it. This is some that we've planed through the planers already. It's a beautiful timber. I want to try and recycle that. So that's how the timber come about. So I said to my customer, I'll take all this timber now from here if you don't mind. And I'll plane it all and I'll make a board and I'll give you a board and I'll keep a board for myself. So that's the plan anyway. So yeah, I just jumped on you now. I need to denail some of this. Get rid of this now, get it out of the way. And then I can send all this through the planers today. And then I can get on with making something. So I got some nice timber left over by that. So we're going to use it all up. You'd be surprised how hard these nails are in here. They're a nightmare to get out. Shush. Fair play. That's another tough one. I'm wrecking my table doing these now, aren't I? What was I saying? Dan the man, I keep finding this. Yes, well done, Dan. I haven't seen you in a while, have I? Been a couple of weeks now since you've been on your last, I think. It's mad, isn't it, how you keep jumping on here and the same people are coming on. That's absolutely awesome. Nice to see you, Dan. But we're not doing what you must have seen me doing last time, Dan. I think we were making some boards on the lives when you were on there, if I remember right. It was a while back. It was on, Dan. Oh, look at that one. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Chuck that in the bag. There's still some nice bit of timber left on this one. See, I got a nice piece down there, so I will still plane that up and see what I can use it for. So in the year 2050 now, when we actually get around to making this board, and all the moisture has left this timber, I'm hoping to be completed by then. We will see how long it takes, but I'll keep you updated. We'll check the moisture content. Let's have a look at a couple by here now. I'll just get the meter. But it is coming down, the moisture on these, for those of you who joined in last. Here's the moisture meter. Now we were up to about 10-11%, and this was a week and a half ago. And what we on now? We're saying 6, but I think if I press it in, it might be a bit higher. Let's have a look. 6.7, 6.8. So I want to try and get that down to at least 6%. I think some of these will be higher. There we are, 7.5, not good enough yet. So I just got to wait on that. Don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to make a little box. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to get heaters in there, make my own little kiln then, and we can see where we go with that. So I'm just going to crack on with these now and finish this off. I know it's a bit boring, this live view, but I just thought I'd chuck it on anyway to show the bad bits. Because trust me, this is not a fun job. Not when you're dying for a cup of tea. I think I caught my finger a booty there. Oh, look at that one. Let's try and get him out. Well, that come out easy. Nice when that happens. It's absolutely freezing in here. I'm quite lucky these ones haven't got nails in them. Lovely stuff. Oop. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm coming to the end of the bag now, so I'm very happy. This one's a nice one, so you don't want to budge. Got him. Just jamming up on that. Don't know if I'll keep them, they're very small pieces. Another piece there. No way I'm planing that. Couple of small ones, but there. I think they're a waste of time, but we'll just take them apart anyway. Oh. Clamp that one down because that's killing my wrist. Lovely stuff. Right, so we got a nice bit of timber by there now. We've got the little stack on the go. There's the stack by there. There's the stacks we knocked over when I shook my table and they all fell down. They were all stacked nice and tidy, drying, but now they're not. So I've got to sort that out. I can't get it under percent. I can't get it under 11%. Is that problematic? It might need to move into the house. Dream in progress. I would say if you're making boards, all right, cutting boards, things like that. I got a couple of boards over there. I'll get my moisture meter and show you. It needs to be about the 6% mark for that. Furniture making, you can get away with 8, but it is better to have it lower. I will just put a moisture meter on this. Here's a board I made on a previous live. I haven't tested the moisture on this now. We might have a shock. It might be too high. But we should be reading. Look at this. Look at this timber. This is reading 3.5%, which is even better. So you want it as low as possible. 6% or under for boards. That's the recommended moisture content. Here's another board we made on a previous live. I know some of it will be jumping off because you've seen me bring these out many a times. I will just show you the moisture content of this as well. Here goes. Let me stick that in here. What are we on? 3.7, 3.4, something like that. So that's good timber. So don't go working with timber 11%. What it will do when you glue it together or whatever work you do to it, it's going to expand, it's going to contract. And that's where the movement happens and that's where people have the problems. We've all had problems with things in the past. It's pointless rushing it. So like this timber I got stored over by here now. If it ain't ready, it ain't ready. So I have mentioned on previous videos, I will just tell you quick, what I like to do is say I think of a job where I want to do, I will go out, I will buy the timber, I will get it ordered, and it's stored in my house. And I normally store it for about 2 years. It's left there. And when I come around to do that job and in 2 years' time, I will order more timber during that period or 2 years later, and then I will store that timber for another 2 years. And that's what I do. I circulate everything. I never buy timber in and use it within the first couple of weeks. I just store it. It's in the house. It's got radiators and everything. Not on the radiators, but it's in a room that's heated, and it just stays there. And I leave it there for 2 years. I'll inspect it. I'll see what it looks like. If I'm happy with it, then I will use it. And that's the way I go about it. So I try and buy it with the moisture obviously low, but online some people lie. They don't tell you the true moisture content. And obviously when you get it, you need to grab yourself a little meter and then test it yourself. That's always the best way to do it. But when you find a good honest seller of buying timber, you know that every time they're going to send it, it's good stuff. So it's worth paying a bit extra sometimes for it. That's what I like to do. We don't like to get ripped off. Somebody says the moisture content is really low, and then it comes and it's too high. But 11% is no good for making boards and things like that. You need it a bit lower than that, sadly. But it is what it is. Keep drying it. Maybe in 12 months' time, that timber's perfect for you then. So there's no harm. You haven't lost any money. So don't think you've lost money because you haven't. You can just store it, forget about it, maybe order more timber in, make the project you wanted to make if that content, moisture content, is good. And then the other timber that's too high right now, make something in the future with that. That's all I do anyway. I will build a wood room next to my wood furnace. It's real dry in there. Yeah, that'd be perfect. And then you got your little wood room, then you can store all your timber in there, and then you can circulate your timber then, take out whatever piece you put in 2 years ago, and just work like that. That's what I like to do anyway. Then you know you're working with good quality timber, and you haven't got a problem with moisture content then. Because I've seen loads of stuff online, and loads of people having problems because we rush these things, and it's not ready then, and you can't use it. But like I said, this stack of timber, but I doubt they'll be ready this year. So I'll just store it. And then if I can make something out of it, I will. Or maybe I'll do a test piece. But we'll see. So I'm just going to have a cup of tea now. Alright. I'm going to pop back on. We'll do a little bit of planing today. I'm going to get that out of the way. Because I want all this planing done for now. And then I'll see you on the next video in about half hour. Might only be 20 minutes. I've got to spend time with the dog a sec because I haven't seen him yet since I've got home. So I'm going to go and see my dog and then I'll be back. Alright? Thanks.